Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
To me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, I'm sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Wait, did I say evening? What do I usually say when I start the show? I don't know. No, like, good. Do I say good evening, gamers? Wait, I know I say something along those lines. Well, no, I say good evening, gamers. I'm now doing one of these. Oh, shit, I don't remember. Uh-oh. Not like it's even been a bit, too, so it's, like, weird. You are listening to Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope y'all are doing all right. Yeah, I actually don't I think that's right, though. You know what is right? You can go to twitch.tv/MeltLurkOriginal, where you can watch this happen live, and you can interact in the chat. You can change how the show goes. You can watch this happen live, unedited, raw, like meat from a butcher shop, raw, not cooked, seared, none of the fat trimmed. You can also watch the after show, which is just basically off the record. But once it's gone off of Twitch, you can watch it for up to 2 weeks. You can watch it for up to 2 weeks. But once it's gone, it's gone. But on YouTube and Spotify, we'll get to that in a second, you can watch the episodes there, the edited, quote-unquote, episodes there. Every single episode on YouTube, same channel, Multilurk Original. I honestly thought I was going to make an rare, let's bring this up thing that I never talked about because I just kind of gave up on it. It's still on Multilurk Original. But on Spotify, episode 100 and onward. But also on Spotify, I have my radio show, or when this used to be a radio show, over 5 years ago now. And those episodes are dropping right now every week, within a school semester period time. Back in 5 years ago on the 5th anniversary of each episode. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get this next one out out on time, mainly because I don't have the recording and I know what I want to do with it, but I don't know if I'll be able to record what I want to and get it all edited in time. Maybe I might. I'll just see what happens. But basically, I just got to go and record kind of like a retrospective with Davis. Who have I mentioned on the show before? Because that's the one singular episode out of all the episodes that I have recorded that I don't have. The one show I don't. I think I have every single other show, including the JoJo's Bizarre Radio shows that I did, which were basically, so for context, I probably should add a little bit. So within my radio show, I did bits and whatever, unsponsored sponsor, which is just basically, just give a sponsor word of mouth thing without getting paid. Alignment charts, that was fun. But the big one was JoJo's Bizarre Radio, which is basically me talking about music and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and playing the songs that are references in that as my songs for that set. And it was pretty fun. And when I got into my senior year of college, I'm just like, shit, why don't I just make it into a whole show? And man, that was a huge fucking mistake. I mean, it was a good idea. I'm not gonna bash my thing. It was a good idea. But I think the execution, for even as it continued on, was a bit sloppy. And I think what I should have done with it was, I should have just like, what really got me into like cuffed. I wasn't able to really talk about the music as much as I wanted to. And what I should have done, like it's a specialty show, and it was a specialty show because I was playing special kinds of music. I'd have to get it approved beforehand, which says a lot. So I'd have to have my shows ready to go each week and have that get approved by the station manager. But I should have just allowed that to give more time and play less, because like, especially later on into my, senior year of college, I was basically repeating shit. Like there's a lot of musical references, but like, man, I would have to take out a student loan just to get enough music to be able to do it. A small loan of $1 million, let's just say. But man, I just thought about it because I don't even know if I could check honestly right now if they still have the radio station going. Probably not at the moment. I mean, not currently at the moment. There wouldn't be any shows going. Hold on, actually, if there's a show going on, I would be honestly super surprised. Maybe there isn't. Ooh, maybe there is. I'd be so crazy. That'd be so crazy if there was. Actually, there was a thing that I remember doing it. Huh. Oh, yeah, it has a site. Holy shit. Wait, is it? Hold on. They don't have... Okay, I don't see the actual, like... It's on Dragon Central. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yuck. Actually, let me check in. I'm going to try and actually see if I can listen in and see if anyone's actually... If music is even playing. I'll be damned. There is. I think I know exactly who's playing too. It's an artist that is gone off of Spotify. I know this. Because as I was doing my radio shows, and honestly, I might keep it in the background just so I know it. Because like there was I've been going through, as I was going through these episodes, especially like since the beginning of the pandemic ones, or not really the pandemic ones, the ones starting in this semester, the fall semester of 2020, there was an artist that I played quite a bit. She, like, after one episode, and I've mentioned it before, I don't think I was the reason that she took her stuff off of Spotify, but like, kind of coincidental that like just soon after it was all gone. So I've like, whenever I played one of her songs when I'm going through an episode, I'm just like, fuck, I gotta change the song and find something similar to it. And her stuff was good, really good. So it sucks that I had to change it, but it is what it is. I don't know if it actually like stopped. Hold on. Like, I'm kind of surprised that it's still going though. 'Cause like, yowza. Maybe I'm like, oh, maybe it stopped. I don't know. 'Cause it won't. Weird. Maybe you can probably pull it up again. I don't know. I'm trying to listen on to it, honestly. Like, yeah, it's going. God damn. Man, I miss it. That's crazy. I'll probably find it later and just like put it on or something like that. I think you can find it on like Discord and stuff like that, because it has like in like group calls and stuff like that. You can go and there's like certain things that you can like listen to small radio stations. It's kind of cool. But yeah, those are fun. But I feel, yeah, they're like, if I was gonna say, if they weren't doing anything with the station, like one thing that what they could do is like, I'd be really sad. I really hope they have the music and stuff like that, because like some of that, like if they like stopped the station just outright, there's a lot of music in there that's like probably worth quite a bit of money. Like, on God, there's like a lot of promotional stuff, especially the records. There are a few of them that I like. I only got through like AC/DC and maybe a couple other ones, but like I did a lot of heavy lifting on on some of that. But like heavy lifting on the organization and starting to review them, but I didn't continue because I graduated college and I couldn't get into there, and obviously but it was a fun process, and I think like if they ever got rid of the music, I'd be like scared out of my wits, because like I kind of want to go up there and get some of the music, because like some of that's probably worth a lot and some of it's probably really, really good. Although a lot of the records too, because mainly that's where the money I think would be, the records, and again, they're promotional records, so some of them could be really, really, really good, in really good condition, or they're just shit. I know there were definitely a few of them that were like, when I was like sorting through them, you couldn't tell, but you could kind of feel like it was starting to warp. Not because like, oh, it was in poor storage condition. No, it's just like not in a good condition, period. Or it's been played a little too much. Or you didn't have to really look, but you could tell. And like, record maintenance is crazy. Like, you can go, like, as long as you're, keeping it safe and sleeving it up and putting it in the thing correctly, then that's the bare minimum. Like, you got people that are like, oh, you got to scrub them basically with like that little mat thing. But I wasn't too crazy with it. But yeah. It's too, I gotta say, it's last week. It got, it started to snow, and it stuck around, and boy, today's supposed to be probably the coldest day of the year, not of the year, of the season so far. Oh my God, this is nuts. It's -3 right now. Or it says it's -3. I don't know, because the fucked up thing, especially with Minnesota winters, or probably whatever winters up north, it's the wind chill. It's always the wind chill. So like right now it says it's -3, but is it really? I don't know. That also depends on what it feels like. Actually, I could check that too. You know what? I could check that too just by looking at my phone. It feels like it's -16. Ugh. Oh no. This sucks. It's supposed to get down to -10 in the morning. But at least like at night it gets like 20 degrees warmer, which is crazy. Like actually crazy. Oh, yuck. I am not a fan for that. Oh, I also got to get up early as shit in the morning. I got to take Bacon to the vet. And I thought, oh, yeah, I just got to get him another spot check, give him a shot. So, check his, blood glucose levels and stuff like that. No, he's got to go on for another day again. Son of a bitch. But it's fine. But this one is the last one that'll probably and should have to do for a long time. He's gotten wise. He's gotten very wise and very suspicious. Because, like, I think before all of this, like, he's gone on car rides before this, you know, he's gone to the vet before, but we get, you know, it's been a while, but it's also like, I think now he's gotten to the fears like, oh, he knows he's going to the vet. I can't really take him on any other car rides because now he fears that he is going to the vet. And like recently, I don't know, more recently, since it's like a lot of this started at the beginning, and I've already talked about it, the like pissing situations, like I gotta make sure that he pees before he goes, because if he doesn't, he'll fucking pee in my car, and I don't want that. God damn it. So yeah, I gotta make sure that he pees there, because god damn it, I don't want to have to pick him up and then on my way back have to try to, man. And honestly, in terms of like, oh, cat piss is supposed to smell, it doesn't really. And not to say like, oh, I'm getting used to it. No. Like, I feel like a while, like years ago, yes. Like a year or two, like I feel like part of the treatment of this kind of really took the stank out of his piss, unless if it's clumped. But that's only, you know, when it's in the litter box and it's brewing and, you know, it's clumped and it's got time. But when I'm getting a rag, getting that soaked up, that's something else. But yeah, I'm basically going to have to bring like towels in the car. I'm not happy about that. Unless, no, I would have to, because I don't know if he will or not. My fear is that he's going to do it on me. He's going to pee on me. That's probably going to be the worst situation. Because like I'll probably put him on every chair. I have to probably put him on the floor. Not really on the floor. But I'm going to have to make sure that he does it in the right spots. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, he's my little guy. I do anything for that little son of a bitch. Food and stuff is kind of, and the medication. I have to like trim down on the food. I have to like go back into my orders, because like he gets it monthly now, and it kind of saves on money because he's on a special diet, blah, 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 blah. But the order was like $100-something. I'm like, fuck, man, that sucks. And I also got wet food too, because like part of it I can do it, but it's like also part of the special diet. It's like a Purina diet, diabetic Purina diet. So it's like you can't really find it in stores, so you got to do it online. So that tells you how premium, you know, actually like premium it is. It is what it is. But because like, again, I do anything for this motherfucker. I love the cat. He's gotten to be like, he's smart. He's smart. Because like why I'm kind of worried about tomorrow, like today, in like a little over 7 hours, because I'll probably leave at about 8 a.m. Around there. What I gotta do is get him to eat at 7 a.m. Clean out his box, make sure he pees. I'm giving it a little bit of leeway. So if he pees, that's good. I know he's peed. But then I somehow gotta warm up my car, get him in my car, without him knowing that I was warming up my car. Get the litter box, which then I would probably have to scoop the pee out of. Make sure there's towels in my car. Make sure he doesn't pee on the way to the car. Yeah, this is going to be kind of hectic, I think. And it's and I think a little bit, it's mainly out of fear that, oh, he knows he's going to the vet. And it's a bit of the part that he is diabetic, but I feel like it's more a defense mechanism. Like he knows he's going to the vet. But like, I think after this, I'll give it a little bit of time, 2-3 weeks, maybe a whole month, and see if he wants to go on a car ride, because like I gotta give him accustomed to it so he doesn't, think every single time he's going on a car ride he's going to the vet. Because like he's okay in the car, he's fine in the car. I think it's mainly he doesn't really care for the vet, having to go there. He's fine at the vet, he's fine after the vet. But, it's that like, you do that same thing to a kid to a dentist. And it's like, yeah, they're going to be fucking freaking out, of course. But, it is what it is. Or go to a doctor, too. I gotta do a physical soon. I haven't done one in a while. I gotta do that. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's because it was the first real snow, and I was at work. It was what, Tuesday of last week? Yeah, Tuesday of last week. What was it? Tuesday of last week. I'm trying to think what Tuesday last week. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Gone to work. It was actually not that bad. How long did it actually take me? I think it took me like maybe 45 minutes. I got into work on time, which is crazy. But even for the first snow, it wasn't a whole ton of snow. It was quite a bit of snow, but it wasn't like a ton of snow, But, or was it Friday? No, it was Tuesday. Yeah. It was Tuesday, because on Wednesday, yeah, it was Tuesday. I think it was, it was Tuesday night going into Wednesday. That's what it was. Yeah, first snow, and I was like, oh, okay, normal stuff. So on the way, it was Tuesday going into Wednesday. Fuck, I literally can't remember. So... I think it started snowing when I was at work, so that's probably why I'm thinking of it. But like starting up the car, wiping off the snow. One thing I used to do back at the radio station during the middle of winter, and it was a very snowy winter that year, was during our break between shows, between the 6 o'clock and the 9 o'clock. Yeah. We sometimes, we'd run like, weather cuts, when during a commercial break, they do weather cuts sometimes, or record a package or record like someone's voiceover for a package, or not really a voiceover, but like in studio thing for a package or this or that. It really depends on the night, but especially during the winter, we didn't really have a whole lot to do. So like during our break, we could go home, or dinner break, we could go home. But like, even for me, I live like probably like a 10-minute drive. And even then it wasn't worth it to go all the way home, eat, drive all the way back. And like at that point, it's like, why bother? And I feel like a lot of stuff in the Fargo-Moorhead area is like a 10-15 minute drive, depending. But it's like, I really didn't want to have to go across the river to do something quick, cross back to be back at work on time. It's like, that's kind of stupid. So what I would do in between shows is like, I go wipe off the everybody's windshields, and because like I got bored. There's nothing to do. It's the middle of the winter, so I'd bundled up. Like I would have, like a shirt, long sleeve shirt, sweatshirt, maybe another sweatshirt over that, and then a coat, and then a scarf. I was bundled up. And then for the bottom half, I'd have, I wasn't as bundled, so like for socks, I'd like short socks, like ankle socks for the feet, then longer socks. Hey, outsiders in here, we raided over. I can't do it. But I was like saying, I was talking back at the station. So during my breaks on when I was working at the station, I during the winter, I was like, well, there's no reason for me to go all the way back home. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to bundle up and wipe down everyone's cars. It's something to do, something to pass the time. So what I did is like, I bundled up. So I got sweatshirt stuff on. So I had socks, like 2 pairs of socks on, basically. The ankle sock and then like the long sock, long underwear, obviously underwear. And then like I think I had like maybe 2 jeans on. I don't know, probably just 1 pair of jeans on. And I clean off everyone's car. I cleaned off the dishes when they need it, the satellite dishes. I think there's only really, well, the 2 big ones, but then there was like the one that you had to walk to. There was like 2 of them that you had to walk to the building. Those I rarely did because you rarely needed to do it, and plus they were also within the heaps, the snow mounds, so it's like, fuck, it's kind of hard to get there anyways. I didn't really have to do it that much, so. And plus, like, to get to them, you're right under it, so it's like, well, shit. You're just gonna get snowed on. But yeah, there was one time, but I do it all the time. Just like, if people wanted to warm their cars up, it helped. It definitely helped because, you know, when it was like snowing a lot, you'd at least get a bunch of that extra gunk off, so you have less to work with when you were warming your car up or getting ready to leave for the night. Like, I know it definitely helped me quite a few times. I tried to get to most of the cars if I could, but mainly like ones I knew. It's like, I know you're with this team. Oh, I know you're not. You're with the morning team, so I'm not going to do yours because you're going to be here all night. So it doesn't really matter if I do shit to yours. And sometimes people that were there for the morning, like, already had like a shit ton of snow on. But yeah, I tried to clean up the ones as much as possible. But, and you guys probably, like, both Outsider and Outsider FM and Crown Me a River on Twitch, both probably know this guy. The guy that, you know, when you're in the studio, the guy upstairs, the main guy, you know what I'm talking about, gave me like, it was an older gentleman, and he gave me like 15, $20 for, you know, clean off his car. Cause like, I did it to everyone's car, and just like, it's something to do. It's something to pass the time. It's something good, you know, Minnesota Ice or whatever the bullshit. I'm like, cool. But there's a reason, and I'm not gonna get into any of this. You guys know that there's a reason that only people that work at the station are allowed to be at the Christmas party. Leave it at that. You know what? Let's get into the fucking magic gods. This is what you guys want to see. Magic picks. Let's fucking get this shit. Should I do 3? I feel like 3. All right. I'm feeling left. I love this set. I've always been saying that to have a good magic set, I should probably say the cards I'm doing. To have a good magic set, you need 1, land shenanigans, 2, and support for a creature type that it doesn't necessarily need to be like humans, but like, say, allies, like dragons, something like that. If you have support for it, good set. You have land shenanigans, creature type support, and a mechanic that doesn't really come up that often, but it's still fun and can also be very viable, which in this case is lessons or even earthbending and firebending, airbending, or waterbending. Like those are good mechanics, especially the way that they made them. Fire Nation Raider, collect Callus Inspector, Bender's Water Skin, Bender's Foreskin, Earth Rumble Wrestlers, Ron Common Master Paku, Southern Air Temple, Rockalanche, Cat Gator. Ooh, land, Realm of Ko. I didn't even know this was something. Enters the battlefield unless you control a basic land. You can tap it to add black mana, or you can 3 in a black to create a 1/1 spirit creature token with this token can't be blocked or be blocked by non-spirit creatures. Interesting. Foil Kyoshi Battle Fan and a foil Misty Palms Oasis. Nice. Not crazy, but nice. Pack 2. We got Sold Out. Oh, it was Sold Out. I thought there was like Ember Islands players or something like that, but it isn't. Flexible Waterbender, a Compassionate Healer, Origin of Metal Bending, Mongoose Lizard. What's it? Wandering Musicians, Merchant of Many Hats. When they got Aang, the Last Airbender, Earth Kingdom General, Hey Bay, Spirit of Balance, Honest Work, and Day of the Black Sun. It's a sorcery each for X and black. Each creature with mana value X or less with mana value X or less loses all abilities until end of turn. Destroy those creatures. Wait, why would you destroy the... Huh? Oh, it would turn them off and then kill them. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Never mind. I'm stupid. It's like, why would you just kill them? You just made them nothing. It's like, it's for indestructible shit. Okay, pack 3. Ooh. That's a good pack. Actually, no, it isn't. Whatever. Iguana Parrot, Compassionate Healer, Earthbending Lesson, Mongoose Lizard, Pirate Peddlers, Otter Penguin, Barrels of Blasting Jelly. Ooh, I don't even know if I got Combustion Man and all the packs I've gotten. I don't think I have. Maybe I have. But Combustion Man, fuck yeah, dude. We got Gran. Gran. We got Guru Patik. I can't remember how you say his name in the show. I don't know how his name was said in the show. I can't remember. Oh, I got scared. I saw Op. I'm like, holy fuck. But maybe. We got Momo. Though. And then we got Paku? Man, we got legends in every uncommon. Some suspicious about that. That's a little suspicious to me. I don't know. Something about that don't look right. Yeah. That's some good Magic the Gathering. I love me a good Magic the Gathering. Also, earlier yesterday technically, Spotify's Wrapped dropped. I know that's always like a good point of contention for people. It's like, well, there's also like other sites, but Spotify, I think TikTok did one, which I don't know how the hell you got TikTok. I think YouTube Music did, and Apple Music might have. I don't know exactly, but it's weird to see the numbers of like people that listen to music or listen to certain things on a platform like that, on like Spotify, whatever, blah 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 blah. Because like me personally, my number was like in 20,000 minutes listened. A good chunk of that though was podcasts, like majority. Like I think 4/5 maybe. I think were like 4 out of 5 of the time. I'd have to look at exactly, but if I'm doing my calculations correctly, I think that is about right, 80% ish range. Maybe, maybe not. So what excuse me. I kind of have to sleep, like make myself ready for sleep, because like after this, get the stuff done, make sure it's done, go to bed, wake up, upload it, go, like do a bunch of stuff. See, this is not gonna be fun. I thought about it on Tuesday. I'm like, shit, I can't wait to take Bacon to the vet. Oh well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But no, back to Spotify. Spotify Wrapped. It just had like some weird like things about it too. It's like, oh, it guessed your age, like it approximated your age based on what you listened to, or not. It aged you based on what you were listening to, which is a little weird. And the way that they framed it was like, age does not define you. It's like, that sounds like something that someone on a list would say. I feel like most people, around my age ish or so, in their mid 20s or 20s and stuff like that, I feel like a lot of our music, younger, have like, ages or scores that came from, Spotify. They're like way, way older. Like for me, mine said I was 44, which is crazy. Because I know people that are 44 and I know their music that they listen to, and it's a lot different than the stuff that I would. So it's like, well, it's also, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. But I feel like it's also like with the age of the people that are making music today. Or, I don't know. It's weird and stupid. But it said like, oh, it was like a mid to late 90s kid, or growing up that way. It's like, well, no. Yeah, no. But okay. Yeah. And then I got gradients for my top band. So I'm not going to play the actual video itself, but you know how artists have their own like, oh, thank you for being our top listener. So Darian did one for them, and I'm not gonna play the audio of it. So he's talking about, they're talking about, thank you for listening, blah, blah, blah. We're working on new stuff. So what I did is I took the video and I zoomed in on it and did like that. Like I did a pretty shitty job, but I like focused on his face the entire time and just sent it to the band. I'm like, this, have this. Oh, and there was like a post that they put out the other day of them, of like an outtake or something like that, or from a year ago. I can't remember. From doing On a Roll, and Darian gets out of breath in the take, and it sounds like he's moaning. I can't remember the exact line it was. You're a lunatic. No, it wasn't that one. I can't remember. He's like, it's a. That's what it sounded like. It's hilarious. Oh, well, let's go root beer. But yeah, most of my time, I just finished off. I'm not going to talk about like some of the stuff that I listen to, but like for podcasts, this week was also one of the shows that I listened to is Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. They just wrapped up their third season, which was this season was. I mean they've played the system before, but the whole season was on a system for Call of Cthulhu. It was titled the Peachyville Horror. I would have to say it was good. Spoilers. Kind of a downer ending. Like, oh man, it's a real downer. And if I had a nickel for every time that at the end of a season they released an Elder God, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot. But weird that it happened twice. Like, no, it happened in the first season, because oops, they released the Doodler, but that it's kind of a poo-poo funny thing that leads into the second season. But then, again, huge fucking spoiler. Skip like a minute or so. At the end of it, they miss this world-saving shot that they're supposed to make, and they could have they took this like elder god that could have saved the world, but it would have killed the whole town and the whole county basically, and it would enslave humanity. So instead of doing that, they took this dagger that would either they could take that psychic energy and blast this dick that basically was penetrating the earth to birth an eldritch god, or one of them can plunge it into themselves and take that mental energy and become a demigod and, be able to take it out and whatever and save the earth, but they'll probably die in the process. But there were thoughts like here and there, oh yeah, I want to do it for a noble sacrifice for the world. It's like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to stay together. Very last second, the very last moment, they're like, no, we shouldn't. They're like, yeah, we should probably have done that. And they're like, man, fuck, we shouldn't though. And they really should, because the shot missed. And they had everything set up for them. And it was like, oh, damn. And then the last like 30 minutes was just like kind of not really depressing, but it was just like down. It's like, damn. What do you do? It's like, shit. I don't know. And it wasn't, but I think my main gripe with the show, it's funny. Probably, I think they're funny. They're funny, but they get into too many tangents and they sidetrack way too much. They let certain people, Matt Arnold, go on for long tangents that take too long and like derail what's actually happening and sideline, characters that are the main character in this moment for characters that are literally not in the picture. Like they are not in this scene. But now, because someone can't shut their fucking mouth up, is in the scene. Like I get the comedy of yes anding, but like you need to know when to stop. When you're taking 30 minutes to put in a backstory for a character that they're trying to actively kill, maybe you need to stop. Like a player character that kind of like is getting actively killed like for multiple episodes. like on death's door. Somehow they make up a long, stupid backstory that leads to nowhere. And like, it doesn't matter because the fucking character dies. You'll know. If you listen to the entire thing, you'll know. And I feel like at the end they started like dragging their feet. There's a whole sequence there's a whole episode that happens within a minute, basically, or two, or technically how long it takes you to fall from the stratosphere. That takes like two episodes. Like it could have been done in one. Actually, no, it was done in one, but there's a lot of stuff going on, and blah 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 blah. Who cares? Like, I like the show, but it's like, man, when they get on their shit there, it's like, you need to get off your tangents. But like for D&D and like game system shows, it's fun. It's not fucking taking forever. It doesn't take forever like certain shows. One that I want to listen to more, because I haven't listened to later seasons of, is Dimension 20, because like I think that one, honestly, but with Brennan Lee Mulligan and the cast of Dropout, they paint a good picture. Like, god damn. And plus, like, they make sets and stuff for the shows, like you can actually watch them and see like out on the playing field. Like on Spotify, they had the first season of Fantasy High, and then the Unsleeping City, which the first season of Unsleeping City, that was so cool. Like, both of those seasons were good. Like, there's a good lore, there's like a lot of stuff going on. They set it up for, future, seasons. It's so good. And there's like other ones, of course, like more or less one shots that are just longer. But it's really cool. I think my main and first one is Adventure Zone, which I like their current season. And it's good that they're kind of doing 2 weeks. I feel like 2 weeks gives people time to think out ideas. As long as the show's going, I feel like for a show like that, as long as you keep the ideas and the adventure going and going and going, like if it's for an hour every 2 weeks, fucking go ahead. That's cool. If it's a good time, and like you take out times where it's like, oh, you're rolling dice or whatever, you don't need to know that. Oh, someone gets onto a tangent that doesn't mean anything, because D&D players do that, or game players do that. But it's like you get rid of some of the parts that you don't really need, that are not important to the story. That's good. If you can get a good solid hour plus a little bit more, that's butter on the cake. But like when you're taking 2 hours, and I'm going back to Dungeon Days, what I'm saying, but if you're taking 2 hours and half of it, like a good chunk of it, is just like some bullshit that doesn't have to do with what's going on, or making up a plan that will, like, you're backtracking on constantly, and just like, dude, come up with your plan, stick to the plan. That's the whole reason that they fucking lost. Like, sorry, spoiler again, that's the whole reason that they lost. They kept backtracking. They kept backtracking on their own plan. Like, I'll say it. I'll be brave. Like, I love the show. They're funny. But it's like, god damn it. Keep a plan, stick to the plan, go with the plan. And one of the players, like, is willing to do crazy storytelling, telling stuff, but got cucked because, like, no, I don't want to do it. It's not to the plan. But it's good storytelling. It's good to the plan that I made up just an hour ago that we kept talking about. Fuck off. Oh. Yeah, there's it's like, again, I don't hate, like, I wouldn't hate him though, but just like, when you get into that certain rhythm, it's just like, son of a bitch. Anyways, I need to get off of that high horse. But no, like, there's other shows. I mean, I listen to some about like games and stuff like that. I don't, most of my time on Spotify is like, yeah, I feel like more of like two fifths maybe is like listening to music, but most of it is podcasts, just because there's a lot more of it, and plus like the time that I go in between work and home, most of that, and even at the gym too, that's like most of that's taken by podcasts, I would say, majority, because not every day do I go to the gym. Whenever I'm in the car, I'm probably listening to a podcast. At the gym, I'm probably listening to most an hour of music. Maybe I switch it up in the car ride to listen to some music if there's an album I want to listen to, you know. Or if I have someone in the car listen to music, you know, it's kind of rare, but you know. But yeah, it's like I don't really like music in that thing is like kind of. But I thought about it. I was listening to the radio on the way because I had to do some stuff and my phone wouldn't connect. So I was listening, like Pink Pony Club. I'm like, every time I listen to it now, like I don't think it's a bad song. I listen to it now and I know, like, as you know, music trained one of yours, I like each verse is different. Not just like in the lyrics themselves, but each verse is real. Each verse is different. The way, like, even like the repeated ones, like I'm having wicked dream. It's like it's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. Like, or like, you know, God, what have you done? Like the whole like that pre-chorus thing. Different each time. Like, listen to it again. The first time, you know, it's the same way, and like the way that she is wicked. Like, focus on the song, like wicked dreams, cause a scene, calls, like the like kind of like clicking, like of the cause, different each time. The inflection in her, just the overall inflection in her voice is different. Like there's like just like the little things here and there. And on the last chorus, or on the last pre-chorus, right before the, you know, the big, you know, big crescendo, you know, big God wanna wait no. The last Pink Pony Club. Like that, I know. Oh, what? It's where I belong. Down at the huge breath at the end. It's like, damn, that's so fucking good. It's like, that's music. That's music, right there. There's a reason. Like, that's good. That's some good shit right there. Now, what I will say is a different one in a similar vein. Not to say that I hate the artist, and because I 100% don't. Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso. My one main gripe with the song is the yes. The exact same voice line. Nothing different. Yes. Yes. It's the exact same yes. The same soundbite. It's like, yeah, it's good for the timing. and I can't really tell. It also depends on the chorus. I don't really know if they just took the same chorus and put it on the same tracks. But it's like the difference in the sound and the way the inflection and the choruses, it does need. I feel like it does, in general, needs to be a different take. Yes, through the tempo and the timing and the quantization and stuff like that, it's better that way. But for the artistic style, for the musicality, it's better if it's a different take. The artistic side of it. In my opinion, I think that's a better way to do it. And again, I don't think Express is a bad song, but that's my one main gripe with it. Is that the yes is like so noticeable. Like you listen to it and you notice it. It's the exact same soundbite. Exact same thing. Like the cutoff is the exact same. Just like, I don't like it. Like, yeah, and it's not like, oh, her singing it. If, at a concert, it's not her probably singing that, because that makes no sense. That's for her to breathe. But no, it's like, there's no change in that sound. There's no growth in that. There's nothing leading into the yes, yeah. Like, I gotta be careful. It sounds like you're fucking moaning. But that's the kind of thing that, especially in our music, that you would want to get to, but it's not done. Why is that? Because to make it so that it's a pop thing, whatever. What the hell kind of soapbox am I on right now? My chair sucks. Anyways, I should get to the end of this episode. If you want to watch this episode, it's a little, I give it another minute. I'm going to, if I take a sip, I'm probably going to actually get enough time to do it. Yeah. So let's wrap it up here. So you can go to twitch.tv/Mouth Original, where not only you can watch / yes, or you can look it up in the search bar, Mouth Original. All one thing. Where not only you can watch this happen live, you can interact in the chat, change how the show goes, but also you can just see this unedited stuff. You can watch the after show, which happens right after this. It's kind of off the record. It's not recorded. Oh, I think I looked at my recording like, oh, thank God, it's still going. Duh. But once it's been 2 weeks since this episode, it's gone. You won't see it. But the thing is, the edited episodes, the minimally edited episodes, so basically the exact same thing as what you're seeing right now, is on YouTube, goes on YouTube, goes on Spotify. You can listen or watch them there. But also on Spotify, there's a radio show, which is just this clean. When I used to do this as a radio show back in college, I actually might listen to the radio station if it's still going. Yes, it should be still going. It's got another 30 minutes basically before it goes off the air. Actually, no, it goes off at 2. I know that. My show would have been done at, quote unquote, done at 1:30. That's why I associated that. Actually, I'll tell that story later. I kind of want to tell a quick anecdote about that, but I don't really know if I want to. But I'll talk about it on the after show. So, yeah, you can listen to that. It also has the playlist for it in the link in description for each playlist and song and whatever for that episode. You can listen to those. Excuse me. Also, thank you to Greens for the use of their theme song. I'm used to it. Obviously, I'm the call. I'm in their top 0.004. Wait, no, I'm in the top 0.04%. I think the only people that are ahead of me are either their girlfriends or they're themselves, literally. Probably one or two. So I'm up there. I'm up there, and I don't know who the fuck is in my way, but god damn it. I could have been the top listener. Son of a bitch. Actually, let me check. Can I actually see? Maybe I can. Top album. What a frick. Not the sprint. Yeah, top 0.04%. So either 2, maybe 3. I don't know however many, but some motherfuckers are in my way of being the top listener. I'm not going to kill them because it's probably them or their parents. I don't know. It's probably not Darren because he probably is an Apple Music listener. Although we know. I know what he listens to. He does use Spotify. Never mind. Although I don't know. Also depends on how people use their Spotify stuff. Because like, again, me, I only spent like 20, but I know people I saw people that spent 70,000. Like how? How? I mean, 525,600 minutes are in a year, but still, that's a lot of time to listen to music, and it's only like, I don't think they started at the beginning of the year, so it's like, that's 11 months, a little less, maybe. Crazy. Anyways, yeah, go listen to their stuff. They're probably, I know they're working on new stuff. I think last concert or last one that I went to, I think they played one of their ones that they're working on. I could be completely wrong and I could be speaking out of my ass, but I think they did. I don't remember it. Anyways, thank you for you guys for listening, watching, do what you're doing, all that other stuff. But as I look at the time, it's not midnight here anymore, but it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye-bye.